Hi guys, this is the brand new e-bike I got. Now this is from a company based out of Tampa Bay, Florida. It's called High Voltage eBikes. And this is their actual brand right here, the High Voltage. And this is their only folding e-bike that they have at this time. But it's like the U7, but really higher quality hardware. Gear shifters, everything about it is higher class. I mean, look at the way that fork is set up, and the tires. They're wire bead mounted tires. It's not that junk you get from China that get blown out all the time. These are really nice. One of the great things I like about this is the attention to detail that they did on this bike, and they even have the cables running through the frame, which is really nice. Now, I've just got this one set up for my camera stuff and all that. It has a active tail light and brake light, 7-speed Shimano. It's really nice. I'm going to take my time reviewing this particular bike because of the high quality materials used in it. And I'm going to be doing the speed test and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to take my time with this one and not rush through it, because I want to be able to share all the features, hardware, the quality of this particular bike. I was in the market for the U7, but I just happened to see this e-bike store like less than 2 miles from my house. And I went in, met the gentleman, and then I saw this bike, and this is the way it was set up, just like this. And he said he had just finished building this one, and I was sold right out the jump. I was sold. It's a great bike, but we're gonna really run it through its paces. I'm seeing a lot of different things here, but it's just quality. Wow, Motorplex way back here. We'll continue this all in sections, different locations, different riding areas. Like I said, this is going to be a while to do. And then actually I'll be doing a video on the High Voltage store. So, hey, we'll be back in a bit. Test a while ago. Same speed as yours. Well, hey guys, we've been on the High Voltage bike now for about maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I did have to make some mods to it. It's not a must that you do, but being that I have a 29-inch inseam with the suspension seat posts that I have here, it raises me up over 33 inches. So fortunately, it's a step-through model, and I can step on the pedal, and then basically use that as a lift. But it sets my knees correctly for the pedal height, so it works out great. One of the other things I had to do, guys, was change out the handlebars. These straighter bars have a tendency for my arms to go numb, and the same thing happened here. I wanted to ride it with the straight bars on at first, but then I finally found out that I had to change out to the mustache bars. So I'm going to show you those and show you the setup that I have now. That is the only mods I've made to this bike, except putting the Bufu lock on, but I'll show you all that stuff, and so we'll be back in a bit. Man, it's cold out here today, guys. Anyway, hey, we are out just doing up in the upper section of the Northeast Regional Park. And this is one of my testing areas for testing e-bikes because it's got a slight hill. We don't have hills in Florida. They just, they kind of don't exist unless they're man-made. Let me give you a basic rundown of what I have found on this bike. First of all, it has a 750 watt motor along with full hydraulic disc brakes, but the brand name is XOD. It's a higher brand name product, and the brakes are phenomenal. They really, really work well. All right, 750 watt motor, like I said, it has a full hydraulic brakes. It's a 20x4 fat tire bike. It has a folding system, which I will demonstrate in the garage, but it has a unique feature. It has a safety lock system, where the other ones have that latch over with that little slide guide or something, what they call that thing, I don't know what it's called, but it slides into a hole. Well, this one is kind of like a bolt. You unlock it like normal. I love the handle on it, it's very slick. And then as you get it ready, you have to lift the bolt out of the hole to unfold it. And it's really cool. I'll show you that once we get in the garage, guys, and we'll be testing all that kind of stuff out. We've already done this. We went out to Lake Louisa, my sister and I, doing some more test riding and stuff like that. That's where I found out my arms went numb, was there. And I knew I had to change out the handlebars to mustache bars. So anyway, hey, we're getting out of the sun, so we're gonna pick this up a little bit later. All right, guys, what we're gonna do now is kind of do an overview of the bike itself. Like I said, this is a really, really nice looking bike, as you can tell. And there's that locking system I was telling you about. It's right here. And it's really cool. I'll show you that when we get in the garage. I'll show you how to fold this thing up. Now you can see the tires are Kenda tires. These are a wire bead, and it's Krusade is the brand name. These are wired beads at 30 psi. And look at the tread. The tread is really robust, and the thickness of the tire is really outstanding compared to the ones you get from the other non-U.S. retailers. Now, I would assume this is built overseas, but I don't know. Now, one of the drawbacks is this hub. This is really, or gear pack, what do they call that damn thing? Well, anyway, this gear pack is too small. You get a lot of ghost pedaling on this. It should be an 11 to 28 or an 11 to 32. This is a 14 to 28, and it's just not correct. It's just not enough. So you do a lot of ghost pedaling on this thing. Shimano 7-speed gearing system. I love the pulley system that they've got here. All right, the brakes, like I said, they're hydraulic. And then go up to the shifting system. I love the shifting system. It's got a lever inside the brake grip thing. You downshift here and then upshift here using the lever inside the grip. It comes with this little ringy-dingy bell. I have my own. Control pad, the key display is really outstanding. Let me turn this on. What happened? There we go. There's the key disc. That's apparently the brand name. But you can see it shows watts, miles per hour, trip meter, and what PAS you're in. It's a full color display. Control pad is over here, up, down, headlight, information, and power on and off. The grips are leather, which I like, and I love the screw system to where it tightens down on the handlebar so it won't move. This is a throttle system bike, so it's not a half throttle, it's a thumb throttle system. The battery is mounted in the back, not in the frame. It has a locking device. Has your key sitting right here, and then you turn it over to unlock it and take it out. Now this one does not have the flip seat. They come stock with the flip seat if you want it. I wanted this particular suspension seat post. Their main cable right here is going through the frame, which is really, really cool. Standard giraffe stem locking system, which you just push in and lock it into place and you're good to go. It does have a quick remove front axle, as you can see here. And that's about covers it. It's got a working tail light, headlight. The brake light comes on when you hit it. So that's basically the overview of the bike. Like again, all I did was change out the bars and the seat, and that's all I've done. So anyway, guys, hey, we're going to get now to the folding part of this bike, and we'll do that in the garage when we get back. So hey, we'll be back in a bit. Hi guys, hey, today we're going to show you how to fold this thing up, because it's got a different kind of closing device, which is kind of like a bolt system, kind of like that. Anyway, we're going to show you that today, and then we're also going to wrap up this video. This has been a very, very fun bike to ride. Now, if you're into a whole lot of this 28, 32, 35 mile an hour stuff, this isn't for you. But if you're into a very well-built, middle of the road, 25 to 26 mile an hour top speed e-bike with super high quality parts, then this definitely is the one you want to look at. So anyway, hey, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to folding this thing. All right, guys, the first thing you got to do, of course, is collapse your pedals. Really not a big deal here. Just turn them in like that. And then here is that latch system I was talking about. And it's really, really different from what I've ever seen before. But basically, you just open this up like that. See, now, it's open, but it won't fold. See, it's locked. Now, to get it to fold, there's a catch pin down here, and you got to pull this up. You hear that click? Now it's cleared from the catch pin. And basically, you just fold the bike up like that. Not a big deal at all. And just fold it up just like that. Really, really easy to do. Now, to connect it, remember, you got to drop that bolt or that latch pin into the hole. You see it goes up. When you close it, you want to drop that down so that part of the rod goes into that hole, and then lock it up. So we're going to go ahead and put this thing back together, and we'll be back in a minute. All right, we're going to go ahead and unfold this thing and get it all set back up. Really simple to do. Might be hard from this camera angle, but now you can see that the bolt is stopping me from going full half. I want to go like this, bring it in. So the bolt is in, we lifted it up, and all you have to do is to slide the locking device. You see, like that, push it up and then lock that into place, just like this, and you are good to go. Hi guys, we're going to wrap it up for On the Patio with Mr. D. Hey, we had the opportunity to do a review on the Tampa Bay Florida based company called High Voltage eBikes. This is their brand e-bike. It's a folding e-bike, 20 by 4 inch fat tire, 750 hub motor. It's got hydraulic brakes, and the build quality is off the charts. I mean, it's all high-end stuff. You're not getting any of that junk. You know what I'm talking about if you own one of the other type e-bikes out there. They're not made with high quality products. I mean, the derailleur on this thing is, I mean, it's crazy. It's even got a pulley for the cable tensioner. I mean, it's crazy. It also has this really cool shifter system. From 7th gear to 1st gear, you push in like this and click it back. And then you hit the lever on the inside between the brake grip and the grip, and just start clicking that to go all the way back to 7. It is a 7-speed Shimano gear. The tires are Kenda. They are wire bead 30 PSI tires, really, really high quality stuff. I don't see these wearing out in 300 to 500 miles. I just don't. Like I already have with the T42 and my electric bike and bikes like that. I've had them, and they don't come stock with these tires. They come stock with the CST tires, and they're just really not made well. I'm just telling you straight up. Now, I had 3 rear end blowouts on my T42 before. Now, I talked to the guys over here at High Voltage. Now, here's the cool thing, guys. Based out of Tampa Bay, there's an e-bike store, like 2 miles from me, that I can go into, and they can service this bike because it's their bike. Now, how many e-bikes are out there where you go to a bike shop and they say, no, I don't service that bike. This one here has a 2-year warranty, guys, 2 years. Pricing wise, this is very comparable. This is $11.99 for this bike right here. And you can't really go wrong with that. The only thing I had to do, which is typical with all my e-bikes being vertically challenged, I had to change out the seat because the stock seats are a brick. And I had to change the straight bar system to a mustache bar because my arms are so short, they go numb like this. So I have them draw back like this. I don't have the problem anymore. Now, I had that with the T42, the electric bike, and also the Vidlin U7. All of those bikes, I had to change the bars out to a mustache bar, and it's worked out really, really well. But this bike, guys, I want you to check it out. You're going to see no videos on the High Voltage e-bikes because they're brand spanking new. They've just hit the market. And I was fortunate enough to be walking into that store, and I looked at it, and I was in the market for a Vidlin U7 2.0, and I said, well, I know these bikes, when you go to e-bike stores throughout the United States, you're seeing price tag $2,500, $3,200, $3,500, and I'm just not going to spend that kind of money. Anyway, I walked in. This has the same body lines as the Vidlin U7, but the cost is $11.99. That's what I paid for this thing. Now, it wasn't given to me or anything like that. So this review is strictly on my dollar, nobody else's dollar. But I mean, the front fork quality is phenomenal. And I have an NCX suspension seat post on this thing. That's a 16 amp battery back here, guys. 20 amp controller. That about covers all the facets of this bike. Is it outstanding? Absolutely. Is it bettered than the Vidlin? I don't think so. I think they're neck and neck. The speed is identical. But the big thing is the hardware used to build the bike is far superior on the High Voltage versus the other bikes that I've looked at. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, there will be a follow-up video on this. I'm going to be going down to the High Voltage e-bike store, which is, like I said, 2 miles from me. And I'm going to be doing a full video of their store and let them guys tell you what they're trying to achieve with this new rollout. So, hey, we'll see you on the next one.